Okay. I'm just playing with stuff, so I figured I would record some. So I just finished making my coin envelope. I just took well, here's kind of what I did. Long scrap of paper, and then I folded down the flap, and then I folded up. So this is what I did. Ignore this crease because it was already there. I folded this down because I said, well, that's how long I want my envelope flap, right? And then fold this up. And I do think it's a little bit long, but I'm going to put, I don't know, some kind of embellishment on it. So you do you, boo. And then what I did was I used my scoreboard. I guess I can make this into 1, 2. And then I just did like a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch. That's 2 of those. Like that. And then you want to do V notch, go up the side. You can then round these or whatever, because this is the that's the top flap. I didn't score that very good. I lost my mark. And then just so that you have something that looks like that, right? And then you're going to fold these in. You could put them on the outside too if you want. Like you could fold this part up first. I like to have them on the inside. But you could easily put it so that they're on the outside. If you're going to glue it to the back of something, like, you know, so that you won't see them, I don't necessarily think it really matters. And then crease, and then you're going to glue. Oh, you probably want to do a little notch, thumb notch thingy. Ta-da. And then a little oh, this one's gonna be wicked pointy. Okay, get that out of the way. I cut things straight. This one can definitely, yeah, there. So there's another one. I don't know what that would be for. It's something very, very long, very thin. But yeah, that's how you make that. Okay, clean up in aisle 12. Okay, so this was just my bonus one. I will throw that in with my other little bonus ephemera. And then I wanted to put something in here. So I guess I could make a tag out of this since it's laying here. I also have this, but I think it's too big. Yeah. See, this is one of those, this is a Tim Holtz thing, but look how cute. Oh, look. There's the recipe for shoe paste. So you can make cream puffs. I wonder if I could look up that that recipe. I assume that shoe paste, the recipe's the same all the time, since it's not a new recipe or anything. Okay. How wide is this? This is 2 3/4. So we'll see what we can do. Do like 2.5. extra little strippy bit. And then we're going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's make it, see, every morning I clean this up. And every morning, every night, it's a mess. I guess that's how you know you're doing it. Okay, and then I want, I'll round the corners. I think I'm just going to leave this plain. So it could be like, oh, I want to put a little, maybe, you can't see them, a little circle thing. One of the free printables that I printed out. I could put one of those on there. Oh, right. I wanted to tag at the top of this. Okay. So we're going to do like that. Get our little piece. If our fingernails will let us. Ugh. Okay. You know the saying, like, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades? It also counts in crafting. Okay. And then let's look at some of our little circle things. There's this cute little deer, which I love. This is green, so it kind of matches. Don't want that. Oh, I could just do like, I could do double circle thing. Oh, that's cute, but it's green, green. I like that girl. Green. Lots of green. I like the little snowman too. I like that one. Santa. I think we're looking at the same ones over again. Yes. Okay. And we'll do, I don't want the white one. I like this girl. Maybe these two. We're going to cover up our sins with the vintage photo. Our sins are where we perhaps did not cut as cleanly as we wanted to. That's what I mean. Glue. We're doing it. Perfection. Put it right side up. Okay. Glue. Oops. You can do it. I believe in you. All right. And then this girl's super cute. You could probably hear my cat down there. I don't know what she's doing. And at this point, I'm afraid to look. Ah. Okay. Girl. Right side upish. Excellent. I got glue everywhere. So that's that's never coming out of the coin envelope again. Okay. That's just empty on the back. We're going to vintage photo this in post. Like, we're going to fix it in post. But, like, that's what I say at work. When people are like, is this going to work? And I go, I don't know. We'll fix it in post. Like I work in the, like I work in the movies. I don't. That's what Skynet wants you to believe. Okay. Oh, I gotta, oops. All right. Look, see, this is, it was all meant to happen that way. Okay. Did I do this side already? Who knows? Maybe I did. I'm doing it again. Okay. Ta-da. Ta-da. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna fix that because it's gonna bug me if I ever look at it again. I just pulled it back up again. Perfect. Okay. This cramming fits lovely. That's gonna go there. Close this back up again. And I was going to put this on the front, but I have, so I had a moment a Tuesday morning, but because I don't have one near me, and so I was going from Indianapolis to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they had two somewhere near Indianapolis, and so I stopped at both of them, and I picked up the little ephemera packs, like every little ephemera pack that I could find apparently, and so that's how I came by having so many little ephemera bits. I like. But now I kind of like, I feel like I'm never going to use them all. I could use 5 of them per thing and never use them all. I like these people, and I like the Christmas thing. Oh, he's a tag. I mean, not that it matters, but is it for this one? It's the most wonderful time of the year. I think I like that. It's good color with the. I could do this. The green doesn't stand out enough. Maybe that. Let me see what else little bits I have here. Here's like a little. Well, I don't know what I would do with that. No. This is fun, right? Just watching me go through my stuff. Okay. We're gonna call that. We're gonna call it good then for this bit. Okay. These can go back in here, and then we're going to just do the thing with the thing. I know it doesn't seem like it's doing much when you're when you're putting it on something dark, but it really does. It does help. I'm amusing myself, which I guess is good. Okay. Amazing glue job there. I'll put it down here because I like that. I like that flower. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. Oh, so then after I went to those 2 Tuesday mornings and I brought all the stuff home with me, there is one that's about half an hour from my work, which of course is like an hour and 45 minutes from my house, because of course it can't be the right direction, like between me and the office. I like that. That's nice. And then on the back, I want to put something on here, like just to make this flap like a little bit heavier almost, so that it kind of wants to, so it wants to stay closed by itself. Hi, cat. Oh, hi. This is Sirius Black. Say hello, everybody. She's kind of a pain. Siri, what are you doing? Are you helping? Maybe I want the red one. I mean, a lot of these are green, but okay, let's do the red one. Is it good? Approve. Oh, thank you. Okay. That looks nice. All right. And then, so we're going to go up to that. We're just going to do, hopefully, that. There. Boop. Okay. Well, you know what? It's not even. However, I think it finishes it off. I could do like ribbon or lace or something, but it's gonna go in here and hide in this little thing like that, and that one's done. Now I do also have, excuse me Siri, these things that I was working on earlier. This is one of the free printables that I showed everybody earlier. And then this is the other one, which I still want to put little ephemera bits on because I should, because I have enough of them. And these are pockets that I was making. So they're out of a book page folded in half. Good helping, Siri. Good helping. Book page folded in half on itself, if you can tell that. And then a piece of lightweight scrapbook paper, cardstock, whatever you want to call it. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I ran through my embosser, and then an index card that I've done coffee dyed. And you just stick it in there like that. I can't remember if I found this idea someplace. I probably did. I don't think it's mine. If it is, cool. But they're fun to make, and it gives you a place to so you can just go around the edges, stick them in your journal, and then you have a place to stick other stuff. And then I have some that I've done sideways that you're meant to put in your journal sideways. So I want to stick these somewhere in here. But I don't want it to get, well, it's too bad. It's going to get fat. Because I'm like, I don't want it to get too fat. Well, guess what? This is gonna. This is going to be the fattiest book ever. Okay, I think I want it on like this side. Because it's because of the way that I have it situated. Put it in there. In the middle. Cover up all of that. Probably don't want to do that. This little guy is going to be annoying. So let me run and get a paper clip speedy quick. Because I don't think I have those with me. Okay. And we're back. Okay. And I have these paper clips, which probably aren't the like greatest. But I should put something on this. Like can't leave it plain. So last night, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I did a light bit of organizing my stuff. So I bought one of these. They were 40% off, and it just has a whole bunch of little cases that you can put your stuff in. And well, I have stuff that needs a place to live. Okay, so we're gonna move this again. Coming back with this. I had at one point over here, yes, cord. Hi. I don't know why you want to be there, but okay. And so I have all these. I wonder if that would be cute. I could just take this off the earring and dangle it off of my paperclip. I don't even think I need to do anything for that. That's just, it's already there. Maybe I can finagle it. Okay. Brute force is not going to work. mainly because the force was not very forceful. Okay. This earring, I don't know if I bought these just to be junk journal things. Some of the earrings and stuff in here, like this one, this pin, that earring, a lot of these were my my grandma's on my dad's side, because she didn't get her ears pierced until she was, I don't know how old she was. She was a grown adult. So she had all these like clip-on earrings that she would wear. Okay, let's see if this is enough to, I want this to go around to the other side like that. Yeah. Okay. That's enough to keep it in place, probably. And it's cute, little dangly thing. Okay. Right. I was doing something else. I was trying to find a place. Homes for these. That might get lost there, sort of. It competes, is all I'm saying. I could do this. And I could just do, I guess I could do it on that side and make it open that way. Okay, so I want to go down this side and that side, this side and that side. Boop. You decided to sit there. Leave yourself open for all the boops. Okay. Don't want to cover up all the beautiful grungy bits. And we're holding. And we're paying attention to the cat. Okay. Is it on? Yes. Okay. And then you could be like, oh, I'm going to write on that. Or I'm going to tuck something under here. Or I'm going to, I don't know. I think I have to work on those someday. Okay, this one. Oh, I forgot I made this thing too. So I was up at like 1:45 in the morning. And it was because the cat not helping. It was because the furnace was being a brat. And so I was looking at stuff and I was like, well, I don't have anything else to do. I can't fall back asleep. So I made this little journal spot. And you just tie it together. It's not the like easiest thing in the world to like, it's not the most intuitive or like whatever. But yeah, I did that. It was a thing I did. I did it. Should I put this on here? No. Oh, I made this thing too. This isn't new. I've had it for just a little bit. It's a little folio thing that you can, has little journal space and little cute bits that you, I don't know. I assume it's supposed to be all by itself or something like that, but it's going in the journal. So there. I could do this here. I like it with the, I think I'm just going to like glue the whole thing down though. I'm not going to leave this one open. Oop. Look at those glue skills. Okay. And then I need enough room. Okay, and we're holding. And we're holding. You know what I should do? I should make some tabs and put some tabs on my journal. Okay. Perfect. Oh, look at little Stray Nona walking up the mountain. These guys, I think I'm gonna have to put like, I don't know, you know, like space, like where I could slide it in like that. So maybe they're not going in yet. Maybe I'll make some tags. I also just like, can we like look at how cool it is with the dangly thing. I need more dangly bits. Okay. So this I can put away. Oh, let me put these in here too. That can all go in there. Okay. And then, what was I going to make? I don't even know. I should go back and just watch my stuff again. Let's make some belly bands because I wanted to add a few because I know that the Defemember ladies had added belly bands to their books before they started using them. So I'm going to go through this and see like what I like this for a belly band. It'd be funny if it was Santa Claus belly band because he's got a belly. It's funny. Maybe those because I like some of the ones that are directional seem like I should probably use them for something like this. Otherwise, I'm not sure what else I could use it for. I don't remember how many belly bands I need. I guess we'll pare it down. I like little trucks too. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. It's mistletoe, right? So it goes like this. That's directional. This is directional. This is the same as the other Santa piece. Okay. Let's do 3 belly bands. So we're gonna have to, I feel like I could put something on top of that. Like, you know, add another piece of something. I'm gonna just hook that up there. Paper. Okay, and then that one will, if it's not uncovered, it will lose its the thing. You won't be able to see it, is what I'm saying. Like the trees too. Or the little cars. Maybe I could do a little like a double belly band where it's like the little cars and the trees. I like that idea. Okay, you get it. And the little presents. No. Maybe I could do a double on that one too. And then Maybe I put these on top of each other. Maybe that's what I do. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm just trying to make it so I don't have to choose. These can be put away for a minute. I don't need them right now. Because it was super easy to find what I wanted. Okay, you can fit in. Okay. And then at some point I have to make a spine dangle for, maybe I need that for the belly bands. I need to make a spine dangle for the spine of the book. Talking. I know how to do it. Okay. Okay. That was loud. Apologies. And then this one. These. I'm going to have to go back and get more of these. They are marker cases. And they sell them at Michael's up in the front of the store near the checkout. And I was like, I bet that would be good for holding my, I don't know, random stuff. So I have this one that I'm using for ribbons and stuff. And then I have this one that I'm using for the little cutout pieces because I want to do a collage. So someday I'm going to cut all those pieces out, but at least I have them in a little ready state. And then obviously I have more ribbon because who doesn't have, you know, a billion ribbon pieces. Okay. We're going to make this 2 deers wide. I guess. 2 inches. No. Well, we will make it. I think we will eventually make it that. But I don't want to. You know the old saying, don't cut your deer off at the rack. Right? Everybody knows that saying. Okay. This is extra. Look at, see? No matter what I do, it's just a mess. I just make a mess everywhere. So that's that. I think we're going to lose the, okay, that one's not going to work because we're going to lose the words. But if I just do like one, I like that. That's cute. Okay. And then we'll make this about 2 inches. And then this can be another band. Ow. It's itchy. Why is my finger itchy? Okay. So this we're going to have to, well, we're going to have to cut this off. And then we need a set of trucks. This on here? Was it going to be too wide? cut it off at this one. I guess I could offset it too, so it's obvious, more obvious that they're trees. And then do I want to put this on top of that? What's on the back? I could just do another this. What's happening? Is there enough tree on that to make that worth it? Let's see. Okay. It's like eke my fingernail in there. Okay. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. I'll try to get this side. Wait, let me cut this off because this is not helping. Okay. And I'm going to guess there. Okay. I think it loses some of its oomph. Let me just do it. Let me try a small piece of. Let me do a row of mistletoe. I don't know how I cut this without cutting off the selvage bit. Because it barely fits. I could do like, could do that. It's not wide enough though. Okay. There's this one. Or that. I think I like that. Okay. So these are my 3 belly bands. I think those are still all useful bits. So we'll put them in some semblance of order and we'll answer our text messages. Because Cheryl and Christy are talking. Okay. Oh, this needs to be put over here too. And this is going to be garbage. I know. Some people would say it's useful. Don't throw it away. But I have to draw the line somewhere. How tall are my book pages? I think they're 8.5. ish, right? Nope. Yep, 8.5. Okay. So let's trim everyone down. This is how you get everything mixed up and don't remember anything. 100%. Nope. Here we go. Eight and a half. So close. Okay. These are definitely good pieces still. These are like perfect tag size right here. And they're right side up. Let's totally forget about those. Okay. Of course, I need more tag things. Like I need a hole in the head. Here we go. I think I'll do the belly bands. And then probably I'll be good for today. Because I have spent most of the day sitting here doing stuff, even though I wasn't recording it. I know. I should have. That. This. These, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna glue it down fully. I'm not gonna do a double belly band. I guess I could, but it just seems like, with the amount of stuff that I already have to put in my journal, like, I feel like it's gonna get gigantic. See, and if I cared more, I could have probably perfectly aligned the cars so that I had a full car at the top and bottom truck. A little ASMR. I know some people don't like that sound. I do not mind it. Okay. Glue. Glue goes on this thing. Yes. I don't know why I like doing like that one little peck at the end. It makes me happy. Look how good that is. I mean, that is definitely not even on there. But again, at the quilt guild that I'm a part of, if the ladies start saying like, you know, I missed the little triangle corners, or yeah, I screwed up here or whatever, they'll say a galloping horse. If you can't see it from a galloping horse, then it's fine. one is definitely wide, but I like it. Just a little more glue. Put it right ways up, at least. Okay. Like that. And we're going to find some spots to put these belly bands. I feel like I should put one in the beginning. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to put glue on the paper instead of the band because I fear that my 8.5 paper is not gonna always be 8.5 because that's just the way I roll. And I was right. It's definitely not perfectly perfect. We're holding it down though. I love this. I'm glad I put it in the front. I think it's perfect for the front. Okay, we're gonna just squish a little. Yes. And I'm not gonna cut that off. I'm gonna let it coast. Okay. And the next one's gonna go here. Do I want it here? I want it on this side. No. Oh, I could put it here though, because that'd be. I think that's nice. Okay, let's do this here. And I didn't use this plaid one because there's plaid right there. I know you already know that. I'm not worried about it clashing as much as I just noticed it. And it made me change my mind. So there. Okay. And we're squishing. And we're squishing. And one more to decide where it wants to live. This is definitely going to need a paper clip too. Oh, I wonder if I could put it at the top. If that's enough to hold it, because then I could put a dangle on that. Okay, and I want, ooh, that would look fun right here across from Stregonona, walking up our mountain. Do I want it behind her? Do I just want it on this page? No. Oh, sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Like, do I want it here? I do like it. But I think, because this already has a pocket built in, that page might get really heavy. Not that it can't be heavy, but, you know, I'm just trying to distribute the heft of all the things. Oh, there's already something on the other side of this page. Whatever. Also, definitely not 8.5. I'm hoping, because right now this book, because it's made with paper bag, it doesn't stand up like by itself, which I'm used to with like the little golden books that I do. And so I'm hoping that it will that it'll get to the point where it can just sort of stand on its own, which I guess it kind of can. Well, it doesn't help that I've made the top much taller, I think, than the signatures. I'm not really worried about it. But it's something that I hope happens. So maybe I'll be able to add some things to the cover that will add structure to it. That will add more structure to it. I'm going to have to move that tag. It can't live there. It's going to annoy me. Unless I put another paper clip on it. Maybe later. Okay. Thank you, everyone. You guys are the best.